What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Houston Productions video. I'm your host Lucas to let you know it is officially Halloween time. It is not just fall. October is here, and that means I am going to deliver my top 5 recommendations coming to streaming in October of 2022. And in this video, we're talking about Hulu, and they have some great things coming. But before we can jump right in, I need you to do a couple things for me. I need you to go ahead and hit that like button, and also hit that subscribe button if you're new around here, and that bell notification so you stay up to date with all of our latest videos. And with that being said, guys, let's figure out the top 5 things coming to Hulu in October of 2022. And jumping right into my first recommendation, dropping on October 1st, so right at the beginning of the month, Hulu is starting off strong with the ABCs of Death, Part 1 and Part 2. If you have not heard or seen this before, it is actually one of the more interesting takes on a horror anthology series. It is 26 directors, one for each letter of the alphabet. The entire short is centered around that letter, and it's all about death and horror and suspense and thrilling type short stories. And both of them are dropping on October 1st. And I highly recommend these if you have not seen them before. I will say that some of them can get a little hairy, so the little ones are probably going to want to sit this one out for sure. But like I always say, you know your kids better than I do. But dropping on October 1st are the ABCs of Death 1 and 2. Definitely check this one out. And Hulu is going to continue to start the month strong because also dropping on October 1st are 3 of another interesting horror franchise. It is VHS, VHS 2, and then the third VHS, which is VHS Viral. If you have not seen these before, it is kind of along that snuff film kind of horror, the torture, the kidnapping, the brutality. If that's not your thing, this might not be for you, but leading into Halloween, if you're looking for something a little bit more energizing than the traditional, Disney Channel Halloween movie or the classics, this one might interest you if you have not seen them before. And all 3 are dropping on October 1st, so go ahead and check these out if you haven't done so. And we are going to get into my number 3 recommendation, and this is dropping on October 6th, only on Hulu in October of 2022. And it is the next installment in Hulu's rendition of Hellraiser, which seems pretty interesting. If you're not a fan of the Hellraiser series, then this is not going to be for you. But I'll go ahead and give you a brief synopsis if you have never heard about them before. It is about a young woman who's going to have to solve this puzzle box, and basically a bunch of stuff happens. This is one of the more unique cultish type of horror movies that there is. It can be a little graphic, it can be a little brutal. I would put this in the same line as those VHS movies, which were my second recommendations. If you're not a fan of like the Hostel type movies, anything like that, definitely skip this. This is not going to be for you. But Hellraiser has been a cult classic for a while, ever since Clive Barker put out the novel and then went ahead and made the movie franchise what it is today. And I think that this one looks pretty good. It's an interesting take, and I think Hulu's done a pretty good job of being able to curate some good horror movies and suspense under their own monikers, and I'm interested to see what they're able to do picking up some good IP. So check out the new Hellraiser dropping on October 6th, only on Hulu. And that's going to lead us right into my number 4 recommendation. Dropping on Hulu on October 12th is a movie called Antlers. If you haven't seen Antlers before, it's pretty good. It's a good little suspense horror thriller for you. It follows a school teacher as she suspects that there's something going on at one of her students' houses. And as she slowly starts to pry the student for what is happening, what's occurring, she starts to realize that there may be something a lot more sinister at the house. It may actually be possessed by demons. So it's interesting. It's a good concept. It's kind of a slow burn for a little bit of it. So if you enjoy movies like Hereditary or even Midsommar, this might be right up your alley. It is a pretty good flick. It is slow at times, so be prepared for that. But if you enjoy a good indie type of horror movie, and I feel like a lot of people missed this one, this is definitely worth checking out. And that's going to bring us to my 5th and final recommendation, and that is The French Dispatch, and that is dropping on October 25th. So I'm throwing something that is not quite a scary movie or something like that in there for you in case that is not what you're interested in. The French Dispatch, if you have not heard of it, is a pretty unique kind of movie. It's going to bring a bunch of the actual articles that were published in the French Dispatch to life. It is all about journalism. It's a love letter to journalism. And if you can enjoy that kind of process, you enjoy a very interesting shot movie. It's made by one of the best directors, and it has a cast of amazing characters. This one is definitely worth checking out if it happened to fly under the radar for you. I know quite a few people missed it, and everyone I've recommended to see this one has thoroughly enjoyed it. So go ahead and check that one out. That is going to be dropping on Hulu on October 25th, and that is my fifth and final recommendation, The French Dispatch. And there we have it, guys, my top 5 recommendations of things coming to Hulu. Yes, I know I cheated a little bit. A couple of them were anthology type series, and it included a series of, scary movies. But if all 3 are coming, why not take the time to sit down and watch the entire series? I know that I'd rather have too much to watch than not enough, so I thought I'd throw those out there for you. And if you haven't done so already, guys, I want to thank you for hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and that bell notification. And if you're feeling extra generous, go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know what you're most excited to see that's coming to Hulu in October. And if you're feeling even more generous than that, and I know you are, go ahead and give this video a share. I will appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one, guys. This is Lucas from Houston Productions. Happy watching.